So, I'll put a screenshot on the video. The official FF Twitter came out and asked a horrendous question because it's hard to choose, but you had to choose your favourite zone, dungeon, music track, and boss encounter for Endwalker, as we've got so far.
Specifically.
Endwalker specifically. It's the Endwalker edition. Yes.
Yeah, man. There's quite a lot of pickup already. Well, it's that the choices are so hard, but I think I've done a pretty good job of being very decisive.
Okay.
But for the first one, though, I do need to have an honourable mention.
Yeah, I've got a few honourable mentions too. Yeah.
Man, everyone's going to disagree. It's going to be a battleground in the comments, man. But alright, man, what's the first one? Best zone?
Best zone.
Or favourite zone, I should say. Not best, because best you know,
yeah.
My best zone. While Elpis is definitely my honourable mention, and it was like the knee-jerk one that I went to, I just think on further reflection, I really, really, really liked Garlemald.
Yeah, you like the super deep, meaningful.
Yeah, like the dark and grim,
the dark and gritty,
and gritty and hopeless, and oh man, Garlemald was just like, man, it was just so good. And that song that was playing over the radio as well.
Don't get to the songs. We have to cover Chris.
No, man, I don't give a damn. I'm getting to the song, man, because it's like, I know we're going to talk about music later on. Spoilers, it's not my pick for like my favourite song of the expansion, but I have to mention the song in relation to the zone. But when you're encountering the Garlean refugees and the people who've been, you know, displaced by the conflict and blah blah blah, and that damn song is playing over the radio and it's all kind of gravelly sounding and stuff, it's like, oh my god,
eerie.
Well, and it's a song that's always been, what was the song called again, man? I've got it scribbled down, I swear.
Home Beyond the Horizon?
Home Beyond the Horizon, man, that's the one. It's always been a song that has been used to prop up the greatness of the Empire, you know? Whenever Varys would come walking onto the screen, what would you hear? Home Beyond the Horizon would be playing in the background, or Gaius or whatever, you know? And now to hear that like chewed up, kind of slightly down-tempoed version that's all gravelly and beat up, and oh man, it just really,
with the eerie round of applause and the radio effect on it, as we heard from like the leveler. It
was just grim and terrible, you know. And I don't know, man, I just really fucking like that. And it really reminded me of the game This War of Mine, of course, you know.
It did me too.
Which is like notorious for its like gravelly radio and stuff, you know, which you're trying to use to keep your survivors happy and stuff, and that's a whole other thing. But
so that's your favourite zone.
If you've got out to say about it, then I gotta chime in with Alice and Alfie's reaction to the zone partially made it as well, you know.
Yeah.
Seeing these two younglings going all starry-eyed, we're gonna help everybody, we're gonna save people, we're gonna convince them to join with us, it's gonna be great, and then just for the horrors and atrocities of war to become so apparent and so undeniable right in front of their eyes, and to see them so beaten and defeated by that, man, like you just felt so bad for them, you know, you felt so terrible for them. And I mean, all of that is without even going into Julius and stuff. Julius's story, like being the Garlean that, like a lot of people said, he was just raised with the propaganda, you know, that the Garlean, like the Garlean, it's barely propaganda, it's like all good propaganda. It was like nested in like a nugget of truth, and that was that the Garleans were kind of driven from their homes, and a lot of their initial conquests over Eorzea were like wars of reclamation, in their opinion, you know. So it's to see Julius like finally cave to our diplomatic efforts and accept a bowl of soup was for me like one of the most like moving moments of the entire expansion. It was like such a simple moment, but
such a simple moment, but with such impact. There you
go, man. Your favourite zone?
I mean, I'm probably with a lot of people. It's got to be Elpis for me. It has to be, just for how beautiful it looks.
It's beautiful.
How excited we were when we knew we were coming to this land that we have no idea what it looks like. We have no idea what's meeting us when we get there, but the excitement, I just couldn't simmer it down.
Right.
And then obviously one of my favourite sections in the whole expansion, it happens in Elpis, like when you finally get to meet the two people who you've never actually seen in their true form before.
Yeah. Just to touch on that, like, before we get into like your favorite characters in the zone and stuff as well, but I think that part of the reason it was so exciting is because it was like, man, who the hell are we gonna meet back here? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
that is one con that I had with the zone, actually.
Right,
I do wish you'd have got to see more. I wanted to see what La Habrea looked like, you know, but I know that. Spoiler alert for the raid. I think we might start to see some of that because we haven't done the raid yet, but we've
we've unlocked the raid. We just haven't queued for it.
Yeah, I would have loved to. I know we know what Logriff looks like because of the Eden raids, but it would have been nice to see Logriff.
Yes,
meet Tron even, you know.
No, I just wanted to see fucking Logriff being all emo and shit like Gaia, you know, and just be like, like we know what you're gonna manifest into in the future, you know. Like,
it would have been so amazing. Cool. Like, if you could like go up to, like, do you know how some of the characters have interactions with the minions, like Raha did when you showed him the exact mission? Imagine if there was just a little tidbit where you went up to Logriff and you've got a Gaia minion out and she could compliment on how good it looks or something. It would have been amazing, you know. I totally understand that it would have been too much and it would have took away from the story a little bit, you know.
No, but I mean, even if, like, imagine even if it was just such a tiny nod that she was one of like the masked ancients, you know, you never really see her face, but you walk past her with the minion and she comments on it
was her.
And she comments on it like, and it's like, that's kind of interesting, you know, like, like even, like a little Easter egg like that even would have just been like the cherry, you know. That would have been amazing. But I mean, like coming to the zone and just wondering, oh my god, like who we gonna have the privilege to see in their like primal form, you know? Like,
literal privilege. So that is actually the correct to use it as well, because the whole zone was absolutely incredible. The story within it, the background music is nice too. And it's totally stunning. The whole Meteon, the axolotls.
But even Vena, like Vena absolutely lived up to like her legendary status. You know what I mean? Like, I tell you what, man. If the upcoming Amazon Lord of the Rings series can do to Galadriel what the writers for Endwalker have done to Hydaelyn and Vena, you know, like getting to see who she was in the past, you know,
getting to see who she was in the past, but within like 5 minutes of meeting her, you absolutely dedicated and love her. You know?
Like they absolutely did her so much justice. It was like, I mean, I've said it a few times in videos already, but it was the fastest I'd ever like fallen in love with the character, you know. Like, oh my god, man! Like I didn't want to leave Elpis. I didn't want to leave Vena behind, you know. By the time it was time to go.
Yeah, and then I mean, you can already. I don't know if you can see it, but in the background, I mean, just look at the creatures here.
Goddamn unicorns and butterflies, and it's literally like if you could have a garden in real life full of stuff, this would be your.
This would be it, because as much as I loved Ilmeg, like Leda Loran Ilmeg,
right?
I like the fairies, but I love all types of different animals, and. This would be it. This literally would be it. If I could imagine any sort of garden for my own house, this would be it. So yeah, Elpis for me, by a long shot. Well, not actually by a long shot, to be honest. But yeah, Elpis.
So Garlemald for me, Elpis for you, man.
Yes.
By the way, comment along as we go on. You know what I mean?
Please comment along.
It's best zone, best dungeon, best song, and best boss. In your opinion, man. So
and please go to the FF Twitter as well to comment your, of course. But
there you go, man.
Okay. Next in the list is your favourite dungeon.
Okay, I went first for the last one. You go with this one, man, because I'm pretty positive on this one. This might be my favourite dungeon of all time.
Of all time? Wow. Okay. Well, I have a favourite, and I do have an honourable mention. Yeah.
All right, go on.
My favourite, I think, might be the same as yours. Is the Atia Skull.
Yep, there you go. It had to be.
I mean, there was just so much meaning behind that. It was stunning.
Oh my god! And the thing is, as well, like, was it Y'shtola?
Not too much to say about it. It was just stunning. There was so much meaning.
It's just absolute fucking epicness is what it goddamn was, like from start to finish. Like all of the little nods that we missed a couple of them, I think, throughout.
Yeah, we did miss a couple, but I mean that's the beauty of going back and watching and recording these, like recording and
going back with the trust
videos.
system, dude. Oh my god, man. Yeah, but
It did feel to me though as well, like, one of the reasons I did like it, that didn't have to be a dungeon. That whole thing could have been just in the story, if you know what I mean.
Like cutscenes, you mean? Like...
Yeah, well, no. Like, I mean, it was very similar to that section in Ultima Thule when you're walking up the Rainbow Road and you're coming across all these different voices of
It's almost like the ghosts of people are speaking to you. Yeah.
Well, there weren't ghosts. Some of them were ghosts.
Well, there were ghosts that live in you, you know. Which
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah. But it was so delicately done, and it was nicely done into a dungeon, you know.
Well, I like how they didn't just shove it in your face in the dungeon.
Yeah, but it was a perfect lead up to Heidelin too. It fit perfectly. So
Right.
It didn't.
But the way they did
story.
it was like each of them actually, they didn't even speak. They just helped you. You know, they just helped you along, and it was up to you.
Either.
Yeah, it was up to you to recognize like the weapons they're using and stuff like that, or the abilities they're using. Because it was like I scribbled down a couple of notes for it. But obviously, Papalimo, Moonbreeder, and Minfilia.
He had the rod,
helped us towards the boss, and then I think it was during the encounter itself, Isil and Orshafon save us from some of Aemon's mechanics. I'm pretty sure both of them pop up during the boss fight, or in and around, or maybe just before the boss fight, or whatever, man. But it was just fucking sick, you know. It's so good. Like, it really reminded me of the Yotsuyu trial, where the mechanics that are happening in the fight feel almost
reflect the story as well.
Yeah, they feel meta connected in a way to the narrative, you know. It's not just abilities, like it's storytelling through the mechanics, which is like just another level, you know.
When like Gosetsu comes in the middle of the Yotsuyu fight, and
oh my god, man, the Yotsuyu fight. Oh my god, dude, I could fucking write a book about that damn trial, man.
Yeah, holy shit.
Good. But yeah, man, the Etioscope, finally getting to go there, you know, and see what the Ethereal Sea is all about, you know. It was the Ethereal Sea, wasn't it?
Yes.
And is the live stream also just the Ethereal Sea? Is that just another name for it?
No, the live stream is like the passage to the Ethereal Sea, I think.
Oh, is the live stream just what we call basically the souls as they're moving about, like the rivers, you know? Oh, good. Someone will let us know in the comments, man. Before we move on from the Etioscope. Okay. Aemon's speech at the end, in that whole cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
Just finalising Aemon's story, leaving us with that little hint that a small part of him actually had some regrets and some doubts about the actions that he'd taken in life, and you know, that sobering moment where for just a second the madness kind of wanes, and he sees things clearly just before Asahi comes down and pulls him down to the underworld.
If you actually want an in-depth look into this, you should check out our Endwalker review.
Yeah, our full Endwalker review. Yeah, we got a ham on it there, but
it's in there somewhere, and I am going to get to checking on timestamps, because it is a really long video.
It's a long ass video, man. Our Endwalker review, man.
Yeah. So we'll get to work on timestamps.
The Etioscope, undoubtedly, undisputedly, the best.
It's not undisputedly.
If you disagree, you're wrong.
Honourable mention is got to be Smileton. I absolutely love that little dungeon.
Fucking Smileton. I can barely remember anything from it. It was just chaos.
What are you talking about? It was total chaos. There was Lopperids around big 3D machines trying to print stuff, and then
all I remember is the last room, which is fucking chambers and staircases and just a complete labyrinth everywhere, you know? Like, that's all I remember. It was literally
like the movie The Labyrinth, like the last scene in The Labyrinth, with all the stairs going up.
That was pretty sick.
It was just a nice... it was better than the other Lopperids dungeon that you do at Endgame.
Considering what we were expecting from it, it far surpassed expectations, you know.
Yeah, I did like it. I did like it a lot, actually. And I like the Lopperids too, so any more Lopperids stuff, I'll eat it up.
There you go, man.
But I think, I was going to say yours, but I think you've already confirmed there it's the Etioscope as well.
There you go, Etioscope, man, 100%.
And
so,
probably the same as me.
What, best
for
song?
Reasons why. Oh, we actually going we're moving on now, yeah?
Yeah, moving on.
Okay.
I'll go first.
For the music.
For me, this was actually pretty fucking hard.
I don't think I can choose, honestly. I don't think I can choose. It was
pretty hard until I really paid attention to the lyrics popping up, and I wish it could be Answers, but that technically isn't an Endwalker song. So we actually can't have that.
I mean,
it would be Answers if the rules were manipulated a bit, okay? Forgive me.
Then it would always be Answers, because I think they use it in every expansion, right?
Right, yeah, Answers just undisputedly always the best song, you're right, but for me, it's got to be Close the Distance, man. Close the Distance. I believe that's when you're getting all of the voices from the past, and you're walking up at the end of Ultima Thule, and the people who've died are speaking to you, you know.
So isn't that just the Ultima Thule? That's just the Ultima Thule theme tune, then, right?
Oh well, yeah, like the fully evolved Ultima Thule theme tune, music, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
just the lyrics to that song, dude. Oh my god,
I do like the lyrics, but
it's so cheesily glorious.
It is a little cheesy for me. Yeah, a little.
I don't mind a bit of cheese, man. I don't mind a bit of cheddar.
Oh yeah.
But the goddamn walk on, never look back. Through you we live. You know, the goddamn lyrics, man. It's goddamn Auschwitz popping up, and goddamn all the people are popping up. It's like, oh my god, dude! Like,
yeah,
that was crazy epic, man. That was crazy epic. And the song made it so.
Yeah, it is. The music's just incredible. It really is. The only other honourable mentions?
I mean, the honourable mention would be the Garlemald national anthem.
Yeah, Home Beyond the Horizon.
Home Beyond the Horizon, like obviously, but
yeah,
I've already mentioned that once, so
yeah. And then for me, I might cop out and actually go with the Answers extension called Your Answer.
Oh,
no, I don't know. I can really do that.
I thought you were totally cheating there.
No, there is.
The Answers remix Heidelin edition, DJ Heidelin. You know?
Yeah. But
you need these playing in the background, by the way, as we mentioned as well.
I will try. Yeah, I will try. Yeah, I will. But if I could, like. Footfalls, I mean, that's just the Endwalker theme, like for the trailer, everything. That's
a respectable bid. Yeah.
But then again, if you think about it, that's like a mixture of everything, isn't it? It's almost like it's not just Endwalker's theme. It's almost like the whole game's theme at this point.
Yeah, well, it's the coming together of all of the story threads,
exactly.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why I like that. But my favourite bit of that song is the section where it shifts to Charlian. That piece of music there is incredible. The whole thing is. But the bit where it cuts to Charlian is insane. And it goes through the library, and you find Raha in the library and stuff. But that section is my favourite. But then... what's it called? The theme tune that plays the Zodiac fight. That was incredible.
Oh yeah, it was fucking epic as shit. Epic as hell, man. But to me, like, a song needs to be a bit more than epic to be the best, you know, not to be like my favorite. So
well, is like a let's finally pick one. It's probably just got to be Footfalls then.
Footfalls for you?
Yeah.
Fair play. I think it's a good shout. It's gonna be interesting to see what other people put for that one, actually, because music is so fucking subjective.
The music all the way through. A lot of people actually like the Ultima Thule background track, but
just a chill. It wasn't.
It's just a chill. Yeah.
Well, that's all for music, right?
Yep. Now, favourite boss encounter. I guess I'll go first.
Go.
Zodiac. Without
Zodiac
doubt.
For you. Oh my god. See,
100%.
100%.
Yeah. No, but I say 100% as in like but there still is a close, you know, a close to it. But the reason for Zodiac, I love the mechanics of it.
Right, because it does say encounter. It doesn't just say favourite boss. It says encounter, which makes me think that the question is asking like your favourite like actual fight, you know.
The mechanics in it, I absolutely loved the shooting down meteors, the turnstile on the boss chamber, but also that. Oh no, I loved it. I absolutely loved it, because when you get it right, it's just like, I'm actually a god. Yeah, but I just didn't get it right at any point. Like, I just followed people and hoped. Yeah. But then also for the fact of the what the fuck moment, like. That was so early, now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the fact that it also it did hit me a little different. At first, I was a bit, like I said in the review, that I did feel a bit of a pit in my stomach, thinking, God, this might be a short expansion. But that was all gone by the time, you know, I realised that we've not addressed pretty much anything.
What have I done?
Yeah.
We had an Anakin moment.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Zodiac, and my honourable mention is Endsinger, simply because of how everything had pulled together for this. It's the final one. Well, technically it was the final boss. I know Xenos was afterwards, but it was everything pulling together, and how almost disastrous our first run was, if you remember, when the two paladins carried us at the end.
Oh god, yeah. They were hacking away. It was like 1%, you know.
Yeah, we just wiped, and there was two paladins who literally saved the day.
That was amazing. That was epic. Everyone was hyped as fuck in the group chat, you know. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty sick. I mean, for me, it's got to see for.
If you follow, by the way, because I know, because if you follow your favourite boss encounter, we're not including the cutscenes afterwards. We're just going for boss encounter, because if it's a boss encounter, mine wouldn't be dark.
But the cutscenes part of it, though.
I know, but it's not. It's not.
Fucking
it's just
bullshit.
Favorite boss encounter.
No, man, because the build up to a boss and the payoff of the cutscene that comes after is like fucking a big part of it to me, man.
I know. Well, in that regard,
fact,
if I was answering like that, it would be Endsinger.
It's 90% of it, even. Like for me,
because I love the cutscene with Meteon afterwards, where she actually comes back to being our Meteon.
Yeah, man. But not even that, but the little baby Meteon, like trying to tell the big evil Endsinger to stop it and stuff, you know.
Don't do it to yourself. Oh my god, Meteon.
She's too precious, man. She's too precious.
She's too precious, yeah.
But see, that was amazing, man. And the Xenos reveal, but why does it still live? Surely there's no match for you. Like, fucking incredible, dude. Like, we fucking ejected out all of the Scions to get them all out of harm's way, to face it alone, and to save them, and to... Oh my god, dude. Like, it was fucking epic. And then, similarly, after the Zodiac fight, Fandaniel's speech, like his self-administered eulogy, you know?
Yeah.
As he's going down, it's like, man, those are the parts that I'll remember for fucking the rest of my life, man. Come on, I think that you're forgetting some things that happen in Endsinger, because Endsinger is just the best encounter, in my humble opinion, and I think I'm about to convince you. First of all, the fucking planet's collision mechanic was so fucking cool to figure out as you were going. Limit breaks were officially made canon. Because she was like totally confused by our strange power, the power of Dynamis, you know, which was fucking amazing to have that confirmed like mid-fight. Yeah. That was fucking incredible. And when all the Scions are praying for us, that was part of the fight as well, as the speech bubbles are coming up.
Yeah, I know, it's all beautiful, but
it's fucking amazing, dude.
But live, die, and know, dude. That is the best cutscene in gaming history. Never mind just this history.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about the cutscenes. I'm talking about the encounter. These things happen in the Endsinger encounter.
They did happen in the encounter.
Yeah, these weren't cutscenes, man. These were part of the damn encounter. So
that's very true. Yeah,
it's Endsinger, man. For me, it's Endsinger. I mean, we both fucking neglecting poor Hydaelyn here, like at this moment in time, but that encounter was fucking sick as well, man.
If we were choosing favourite boss encounter with leading up to and ending cutscenes, it would be Hydaelyn by an absolute long shot.
Yes, if we're including the lead up and stuff, because the Atioscope was the lead up to Hydaelyn, and that was already epic.
Exactly.
You were already crying before you'd even met Hydaelyn. Yeah. And then, like, by the time you're done, you're like dead. You know, it was just so
without a doubt that is it. But if we're just going on boss encounter alone, mine still is
Zodiac.
No,
have I persuaded you?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Endsinger, yeah.
I said I'd convince you. Actually, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But Zodiac is well up there.
Oh yeah, man. So it was just, they're all fucking amazing, honestly, but.
Yeah.
For purely what happens within the encounter, I think Endsinger was just, man, an absolute goddamn ungodly work of art, you know.
Yep.
Well, holy shit, man, from 4 prompts. That was a long little interview that we just gave each other there.
And do you know what? Just to chuck something in at the end, because we're talking about favourites, you have to answer in 10 seconds, okay? No, 5 seconds, because it's a video.
5 seconds to give you the answer to this question.
Yes. Favourite character. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Amon.
1. Well, it's Hermes, surely, right?
Well, Hermes, Amon, Fandaniel, all of them.
Yeah. I knew that was yours, without a doubt.
But what's funny is that then fucking Heidelin will probably be my second. Like Fana, you know?
As Fana, yeah.
Yeah, as Fana, yeah. So it's like the two absolute opposites of my two favourite characters.
Yeah.
There you go, man. What about you? 5.
Meteon.
Oh, fucking Meteon.
I think Meteon.
Meteon was amazing, man. Everybody wants to adopt Meteon. Let's be real, man.
I don't know, do they?
Yeah, man.
What is the general feel of Meteon? Do many people like it? Because I absolutely...
If you don't like Meteon, just unsubscribe, man. You're in the wrong goddamn place.
Yeah.
No,
but I do agree Hermes was a fantastic character. Unbelievable, actually.
Like it took a while. It was like a very like a slow burn character, you know, but man, like every cutscene you got with them, it just made them more and more and more and more and more like complex, you know. Yeah.
In terms of our scions, though, none of them really went up and down for me. They were all pretty the same. Like I always would prefer Alfie over Alice. They never kind of really went up and down.
Right.
Raha was always my favourite, and I still think he is. But Urianger has gone way up again.
Yeah, man. Urianger, the past 2 expansions, like he went from being someone that honestly he could have died.
Yep.
And like very few people would have been that bothered, to being like one of the most treasured scions to like everybody, you know. Like, oh my god. Like what a
and Kryl has gone up as well.
Yeah, I do wish he had a little bit more, you know, a little bit more growth and stuff.
Endwalker's still, like I said, Endwalker's still not finished. She's got a lot to do. Yeah.
Still in finish, man.
But yeah, to touch upon, like, obviously, Vana, Emmett and Hythlodaeus. Emmett stayed the same. I always loved Emmett.
Oh, he was already a legend going in.
Yeah, he was an anti-hero legend, you know. He always was. But this time he was just a legend, you know, because it's an Elpis Emmett.
Legendary.
But honestly, Hythlodaeus I could be best friends with forever.
I think that's totally what they were going for as well.
We did it. Yeah, make sure you all go to the FF Twitter.
You can link it in the description, maybe.
Yeah, I will.
Or in the pinned comment.
Answer below and tell us how wrong or right we are with our own opinions. And then go to their Twitter and put your ideas there too. Alright, well, GG. Ta-ta and farewell. Let's leave it here, man.